We have finally gotten our first trailer for, wait for it, Deadpool and Wolverine.
I anticipated a name change. I didn't anticipate this one because it was so simple, but you know what? I like it. Simple's good.
And then Hugh Jackman got a little cheeky on the old Instagram and said, I fixed it and changed the name to Wolverine and Asshole, which, of course, was our working title at the beginning of this podcast.
Yes.
I famously went to San Bernardino Valley College, and Mac is an asshole.
I'll tell you, it could work. It could just be asshole and asshole, both for this and for that
asshole movie. And slightly less of an asshole.
I don't know about that.
I'm not saying which one of us
different
is slightly
kind
less.
of an asshole.
Different kind. But in this trailer, Mac, it starts out with Deadpool and all of his old friends. And my big question, or just the, getting the vibe, feels like him and Vanessa aren't together anymore.
Make a wish, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know what you're reading into there. And as a reminder for anyone that was confused by the opening moments of this trailer, as I was, I had to remember that Deadpool went back at the end of Deadpool 2 and basically saved all his buddies. So everyone's alive.
And now that is what seems like the entire purpose of this movie, is he has to now deal with the repercussions, or just maybe someone knowing about this and they're going to fuck with him, because I'm not sure if that's the real TVA.
That's definitely the real TVA. I just don't know what era we're working in, or because it looks like a different TVA than what we've seen and what we've been dealing with. Obviously that's intentional. For what reason, I don't know. I don't think he's dealing with repercussions of this. I think they're going to use Deadpool's talents to go tie up some of their loose ends. That's my guess what the TVA is going to do.
I think it's a hoax. I think it's all a hoax.
I think
we never landed on the moon. Also, we got a little picture of the bad guy from behind. It is Cassandra Nova, or Casanova, if you want to shorten that up. I don't think they do. I just put that together. My dyslexia just kind of did that.
I don't know anything about that character.
I don't either, but she had ears in the trailer. I saw that.
Okay.
We don't necessarily see Hugh Jackman's face at all, but we do see a Wolverine at what looks to be a poker table wearing a suit. And in the comics, there's a little connection here of him wearing an eye patch. Everyone was all over the eye patch thing online. So maybe we'll see a different variant of Wolverine there. I'm not sure if that is Jackman's Wolverine. Might see a couple different Wolverines here. And we also, I do believe this was Jackman's shadow at the end.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, help me up. Ka-ching.
When it comes to that poker room, Wolverine possibility there, that Wolverine seemed a little more slender than Jackman. Jackman's pretty broad-shouldered, so I don't think that's Jackman. I'm pretty intrigued as to who that is going to be.
And that most likely takes place in Madripoor.
It looks like Deadpool here is in this void space that we've explored a little bit in Loki. Mm-hmm. We see a little glimmer of smoke, which seems to be Alowith, right? It's got to be.
And that big old smoke monster from Loki.
And we also see someone standing on top of like a vehicle with a big shield. I think this is Pyro with stuff on. That was my guess, because then we see him like 10 seconds later, and this is the original actor that played Pyro. So I wonder if in this void space, we're going to run into a number of these 20th Century Fox X-Men.
Yep, and we also, it looks to be he is in the forest from Age of Ultron, so maybe he's going to run through a couple different, even MCU scenarios as well.
I told you, the TVA is going to use him to tie up some of their loose
or a
ends.
hoax TVA. I'm not sure if it's the real one. That's my Goostradamus prediction right here.
Okay, all right. Now, I mean, you're forever going to live off getting Endgame stuff right. I don't know if you've got anything right since, but you can always claim that one.
And then also, you see this Easter egg? There was a Secret Wars comic book.
I like that. I'm very much looking for it. And this trailer was more of a teaser than anything. There was no real. Usually, the trailer tells you what's going to happen in the movie, or gives you an idea. This doesn't tell us that. This was just kind of dropping stuff in front of us to give us some oohs and ahs.
I thought we were going to get a ton of, cameos or guest stars popping up. They don't even show Hugh Jackman. Good on them. Like, if we hadn't gotten all of these leaks from the set, all this stuff would have blew our minds, and we're like, ooh, give us this next one. Let's see Jackman.